How are you today? How are you today, Weston? Mr. Lopez?
Yeah, doing
Everything is going
great.
good.
Looking forward to this event coming up on November 1st and 2nd. And also for looking forward to today to talk to everyone, let them know a little bit about what's going on. Weston?
Yeah,
I'm doing great as well. I'm super excited for us to collab together. Obviously, been working each other for a long time, and I always looked at you all like you were the top education platform in the industry. So I'm super excited for the event. Education has always been something that's been extremely important to me for tax professionals and also partners with the tax biz as well too. So I'm super excited for the tax professionals to have an opportunity to get the knowledge that's needed to go out and have a successful tax season.
yeah, no, it's always great. Education, software, and getting ready for tax season. We're only a few months away now. Well, as soon as we're done with extensions, right? Coming up here pretty soon, October 15th. Yeah, so it's always fun. I think did you mute? No, you're good to go, Weston. So we are live on Facebook now.
Okay.
And if you guys are ready, we can get started with today's um, transmission. And we're going to start with the introductions. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Let us know in the comments what city and state you are watching us from. We're going to be going over a little bit of information on some of the challenges, what keeps Weston and Mr. Lopez ahead. And we're going to do some formal introductions here in a second. And we're going to have opportunities for you guys to ask these questions to either Weston or Mr. Lopez. I know it's a great deal of experience here together. But first of all, my name is Vicente Hernandez, sales manager here at Latino Tax Pro, and today we have one of our partners, Weston. Weston, do you mind introducing yourself to our friends that don't know you or just have heard you or seen you?
I appreciate it. Definitely want to give it back to you, Vicente and Mr. Lopez as well too. You all have been such a great help for me in the tax industry since I've been in it. Obviously I met you, Vicente, back in 2013, and he had the opportunity to introduce me to Mr. Lopez. And just I appreciate you for, um, you know, allowing us to join your platform and collaborate. And I think there's a lot of big things to come. So my name is Weston Hill. I'm the CEO of the Tax Biz, and where we provide tax software, tax training, and tax education. I've been in the industry since 2012. So I'm going into my 14th year in the industry, and after 10 years of being in the industry and learning how to do taxes and gaining knowledge from um, the resources that were provided by Latino Tax Pro, the IRS tax form, many other resources I utilized to go out and be successful in those 10 years. I decided to open up the tax biz. I thought it was really important that tax professionals not only had software, but they also had a platform where they can get educated, learn how to market, um, business structure, um, uh, systems and processes, and customer service, follow up. So that was something that was really important. And at the tax biz, that's something that we've been able to excel on and keep us excel at, and be able to keep us ahead in the industry. So, like I said, I'm super excited for our partnership and super excited for to what to come for what to come.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. It's always great. And these are some of the questions that we're actually going to be tackling today. And these are actually some of the most common ones. I'm pretty sure you hear it all the time, especially working with your downlines as far as the service bureau goes, the software, the education that they need, the support. So I'm sure they ask you, hey, Weston, what do I do here? What do I do there? Right? They're looking for
Yes.
guidance. Awesome. So thank you, Weston, for that introduction. And Mr. Lopez, do you mind introducing yourself for those that
Sure.
still haven't heard of you?
Yeah, my name's Carlos Lopez. I'm an enrolled agent, and I'm the founder and CEO of Latino Tax Pro and Lopez Tax Service. And yeah, we got into the education business because I knew that that would be the best way to grow our business is to train others and teach others how to do tax preparation professionally. And then after a while, we decided to turn it into a company and sell our training. And yeah, we met Weston several years ago, and that's what he wanted to do. So we both had the same vision, and look where we're at today. So that's what it takes is getting the vision to help others and to become professionals. And yeah, you can't help but grow.
Yeah, that's those are great points, Mr. Lopez. How long have you been in the tax industry and preparing taxes?
All right, here we go. Yeah, I just finished my 42nd tax season.
Wow.
42nd,
Yeah, and then Latino Tax Pro, we just finished our 14th 14th season for
14th.
training.
Yeah, it seems like a long time, but I know it's been a lot of battles, a lot of ups and downs. But and with that said, Mr. Lopez, what strategies did you use to grow the business? I know you talked about education, talked about getting this training and offering it to other or the industry in general.
Yeah, I would say one of the strategies is hiring the right people. I've made some mistakes along the way and kind of jumped the gun, but hiring like-minded people is a big thing that you have to do to make sure that everybody supports your mission and your vision, your goals. And then another strategy that's very useful is to help others. As long as your mission is to help other people grow, help other people become successful, it comes back to you. And so I'm a strong believer in karma, and what goes around comes around. So just be kind, be helpful, and and um, and you'll grow. You'll be successful.
Awesome. What about for you, Weston? What strategies did you use to grow your business and stay competitive in this tax industry? Oh, you're muted.
I think that one of my biggest strategies was making sure that, mentorship was really important, right? Getting the correct mentorship, following people that were successful already. So I would say my first 10 years were learning and mentorship, right? Going out to different events, learning how to build organizations, learning how to build teams, learning how to build a business, right? A lot of times when you come into the service bureau industry or you start a tax business, you don't have the proper mentorship. And sometimes that could hurt you, right? Or it could take you longer to get to your to reach your goals or go down certain paths, right? So I think that mentorship was really important. Doing things like going to events, that was really important for me. Going out, being able to see and be around other people that were already in the position that I was trying to get at. So that was something that was really helped me out. Start going out, and I was patient as well. I know right now as growing teams and being a service bureau and growing platforms, a lot of people want to get there fast. It took me 10 years to actually to feel comfortable getting in front of someone and teaching them about taxes, so sometimes it comes with a lot, success comes with a lot of patience. And I think that's really important starting out. But that was one of the key things that helped me become successful. When I got to become a service bureau, it felt that from the outside looking in, people thought that I was able to reach success faster, but they didn't look at that first 10 years of knowledge. And then when I was able to become a service bureau, I was able to do what people do in 5 years. Sometimes it take people 15 to 20 years to do. I did it in five, right? Because I had so much knowledge and I invested so much time in education and mentorship starting out, before
Awesome.
starting out.
Yeah, no, that's great. Definitely education is something that we believe in just overall in general. You said a keyword, patience. Uh, that's something even personally for me, it's a little difficult to be patient, and we all just want to see results yesterday, right?
Yeah.
But this is why we're doing this. And now, with that said, speaking of patience, how do you stay ahead and with the emerging trends and the changes in the industry, tax industry, since they're very, very constant. We'll start with you, Weston.
That's when patience, the second thing is consistency, right? And being consistent at certain things, being consistent in marketing and industry, always showing your face and being live at events, right? For example, I noticed that every time I go to IRS tax reform or any tax event, I always saw Latino tax pro there, right? I'm going, so being aware of like, hey, look, I got to be consistent at going to events, right? I got to be consistent with the changes and educating myself because you both know with taxes, things change by the day, right? Marketing changes, things change every year. So how I've been able to evolve and stay ahead and become successful and stay successful is making sure that I'm consistent at, put my place in events where my business, I'm able to show my face. I'm consistent with making sure that my team has the information that they need to go out and is equipped with the tools and resources to go out and be successful, right? So a lot of people talk about consistency, but I want consistency at, at key things, right? That's going to keep you ahead and keep you evolving as well too, and being open-minded as well too, right? Listening and putting successful people around you, right? I have a team that, I'm not the only one that's a lot of people say, taking the I out of team and saying us and we, right? We're doing this together, right? Putting the successful people around you that can help you grow and put you in a position as well too, and listen to their thoughts and opinions as well too, and implementing those things so everyone can be successful, not just yourself.
Awesome. Thank you, Weston. Definitely, there's no I in team unless your name is Tim, right? Um, but Mr. Lopez, same question. How do you stay ahead of these emerging trends and the constant changes?
Yeah, one thing that I strongly believe in, and that's attending trade shows. That's where we met Weston at, and we met him just this last one in Orlando. But if you go to trade shows, 62% of the people that go to trade shows go there to learn the latest technology, the latest software, the latest hardware, what's available for the tax industry. And then 64% go to learn what the event's all about. You listen to the top-notch speakers. We work real hard we ask the commissioner to go to our fest, and he goes every year. We ask all the top people of the IRS to go and speak so we can get the latest updates on Return Prepare Office, latest updates on I-10s, the latest updates on what affects Americans, and also the latest updates so that we can be ready and prepared for tax season. That's how you stay ahead of the market. You want people in your community to know that you are the leader of the tax industry in your community. And that's how you
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, that's really great, Mr. Lopez, and for everybody else watching as well, whether you're here in Zoom or any of our social media platforms, feel free to submit any question that you'd like to ask either Weston or Mr. Lopez. We don't get to have Mr. Lopez that often here, but when we do, we try to take advantage. Let us know, submit the questions, but I know with a lot of technology and everything is changing, everything becoming so automated. One of them would be AI. How important is it to have technology and automation be part of your success? And how do you incorporate that in your practice, or in this case, Latino Tax Pro, in Weston's case, the Service Bureau? How does that work out for you, Mr. Lopez?
Yeah, I've always been fascinated by technology ever since I was a little kid. When my dad he brought home his little go-kart that somebody gave him. Engine didn't work on it. I think it had a flat tire or something. It was all beat up. And he goes, "Hey, you guys want a go-kart?" We were all happy, my brother and I. "Hey, yeah, well, what?" So we had to take that thing apart. We had to take the engine apart and put it back together, fix the points, the plugs, and get that thing to work. Because I was fascinated by how a internal combustion engine can work. And then when we got that thing working, boy, did we get in trouble. We'd ride that thing in the streets, and one time we crashed into a car, and I'm not surprised we didn't get killed. But I've always been fascinated by the latest, greatest. Uh, Sometimes my wife complains I spend too much money on technology, but you got to have technology to be able to emerge and stay ahead of the market. And you just got to stay with it. Well, I just saw a question come in on the chat. Let's see here.
Yeah, so we do have one from Esperanza saying, "Hey everybody, what about cybersecurity? Do you offer any software for that or recommend anything?"
Well, we use a couple of them. We use Sophos, Sophos. Sophos is our main software for the firewall. But there's a lot of them out there that are really good. And what about you, Weston? Do you guys what do you guys use for your cybersecurity?
I'm not sure the exact name, but I do have a gentleman that comes by my office every tax season, before every tax season, and he sets up my cybersecurity. I kind of let somebody handle that process. I'm not sure the exact name, but every year around January, I have someone that comes in,
Yeah,
checks my cybersecurity. He actually monitors it throughout the tax season as well too. So monthly he monitors it as well too. He kind of handles that, like monitoring my emails, uh,
that's right.
monitoring my software. He does that every single year. So it's really important that you go out and you know, hire somebody to do that. And I put someone in place. I'm not like a big computer tech person, but I will go out and find someone to put them in place to make
Right.
sure that they're put those systems in place to protect my business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know I attempted to do that for in the very beginning, but no way, man. And that's good though. See, everybody to hear Weston and what we said too. You got to have someone monitor your system. And the second thing you got to do too is watch your emails. You don't have a package waiting for you from the USPS. You don't have Dropbox waiting for you to open up some kind of a file to get something. Because that is how 99.9% of these viruses get into your computers is through your email. And the ones you really have to be careful for are the ones that are delayed. They'll creep into your system and they'll open up later. And so be really careful of that too. We constantly remind our employees to watch out for their emails. And also everybody out there, I want to also advise you too, if you have a P10 from the IRS to prepare returns, you need a WISP, a WISP. And those are also, it's a security program that you have to write up, and the IRS has made that something too that you need to do.
yeah,
And
yeah. Go ahead,
that's
Weston.
I know you stated the whisper. We actually implemented that this year
Excellent.
in our training program, where we have an entire section that covers the WISP program. So that's really important as well to implement that this year in our training platform. Well, we started with it last year, right? We get information, but we actually have it a part of our courses this year in our training platform for all of our tax professionals, so they have easy access to it and understand what exactly is. I know when it first came out, a lot of people were confused about it,
Mhm.
but we actually implemented it into our program this year. And then,
Yeah,
what's attending events as well too, like the knowledge that we're going over right now about cybersecurity, the WIS program. Those are things that, you know, information when you go to events and you have conversations with other people, and you're like, wow, those are key things that you need to learn that separates you right from the pack, right? Learning those key details and putting you in a position when it ultimately prevents you from potential situations that could happen, with learning those specific things, right? And applying those things to your business.
yeah. One thing is, learning and knowing that it's out there, but the most important and crucial part is implementing it, how to implement it. Um, which is great. And then, we have another question here, which is usually the most common one regarding challenges. And what are the most effective marketing tactics that has worked to establish your brand as a tax leader in your community? We can start with whoever wants to go first. You want to go, Weston?
Yeah, okay, I'll go first. So I think that for me, social media was huge for me. Creating a platform on social media and making sure that I invested, right? If I knew that, look, social media is going to be my platform, I'm going to make sure that I invest in making sure my brand is known on social media. So what do I mean by invest? I'm always investing in Facebook advertisement. I'm always investing on Instagram, right? I'm always showing my brand and posting daily, right? I hire virtual assistants to make sure that I'm posting at least 10 times per day, right? I'm inboxing people, I'm giving information, I'm holding events, right? Um, so it's really important that, one of the tactics, right, that social media for me was huge because I understood that most of my business was going to come from social media. So I really invested into learning it, learning the ins and outs of it, learning how to run ads, learning how to put out the correct content, right? What should be on the content, you know. So those are the strategies that I utilize to go out and be successful. Then about teaching my team as well, to teaching my team like how do you go out and um, become successful on social media, right? And another thing as well too is testimonials. Putting those testimonials out on social media because a lot of times as leaders we know we're great. We know people. We know what we can do, but it's always greater if you get people talking about you, right? You hear it from someone else, right? Someone else is saying, "Hey, Latino tax professionals are great," right? Obviously, I'm a co-brand with Latino tax professionals, right? I had a great experience, right? I co-branded, and guess what? Now I'm able to go out and share my experience with my team members, and they want to have the same experience, right? So that's an example there, right? While getting testimonials can grow your business, and then they're going to have the same experience, and then eventually they want to do the same thing one day. So that's kind of that's one of the things that's been able to help me, and you know, hopefully that's been able to help everyone as well too, and Larry that asked that question as well.
Yeah, definitely. Mr. Lopez, I think we got part of our marketing question answered.
Yeah.
Weston giving us a testimonial.
Yeah. Thanks, Weston. Also partnering with Weston in the tax biz, you know, uh, I've always believed that partnering with the right people will help you both grow your business. The two are greater than the sum of both of us. So, we have this wonderful event coming up November 1st and 2nd. I think Vince is going to put the URL on the chat. And, we're going to offer some really great content. We have we have some PhDs there. We have some IRS people there, some enrolled agents. And this is, and the social media, like what we're doing. What are we doing today?
You want me to share the screen, Mr. Lopez?
Huh?
You want me to share the screen?
Yeah, share the screen.
Yeah.
Check this out, people.
So we can see a visual of marketing.
Yeah, this is marketing right here. This is marketing to the extreme. We're on social media. We're showing our brands together, and why attend, the schedule, get to meet great speakers. Mostly importantly, you get to meet new people. To me, I love doing this social media stuff like we're doing today, but also going out to these events, meeting your peers, meeting others that are in the same industry you're in. I used to hear from people, well, I don't want to go out there because they're going to be my competitor. Well, no, they're going to be your partner. You can't, first of all, there's more out there than we could ever do ourselves. So go out there. Part of marketing is getting yourself known in your community as well as on Facebook and the social media.
Yeah, and here I have on screen what we're expecting to cover those um, that day event. We're going to be talking about some due diligence, Schedule C and depreciation, understanding the 1040, how to survive a refundable credit audit. And also we're going to be doing the how to choose an entity, right? So those are going to be great ones. These are some of the speakers that are lined up. Weston's going to be covering actually that question that was just asked, marketing. How do we do that? Customer service and systems. And this is going to be in a panel. So you're going to be able to hear that from different perspectives, business marketing and social media, and a business operations panel as well. So this is going to be great. You want to talk a little bit about that part, Weston?
Yeah, definitely. I thought was really important that I think the most important thing for tax professionals is tax education. I know when I first got started and becoming a service bureau, I reached out to you all and I was like, look, Vicente, I don't know how we can do this, but I want you all to partner with you all for creating a tax education platform, right? And it was really important for me that we had that tool and we had that resource. And there's so many aspects of this business that you have to be good at. And I want to be able to create a platform where everyone could come to and get as much knowledge as possible to go out and be successful during tax season. So along with tax education, I think customer service and processes are really important. And if you talk to different tax professionals, everybody has different customer service things that they do that are still successful. So instead of having one speaker there, we wanted to get 5 experienced service bureaus that's been in the industry for 5 to 15 years that can actually say, hey, look, these are the do's and the don'ts, right? These are the things that you need to go out and be successful at. Those systems and processes are going to take you so far. Tax professionals, when you can go through your office and have a transparent, ethical, smooth process, that's going to make that client ultimately come back that next year. And it's going to be um, that process is going to help you out um, with employees as well too. Follow up. So that's going to be really important. We have great speakers that have years of experience, right? And the speakers that are on there, like I say, they have a wealth of knowledge and they have years and years of experience. And they've been having to have successful tax season. They're going to share both with you. They're going to share with you the successful part, and they're going to share with you those times where they weren't so successful. I think that's really important. The next thing is business marketing and social media panel. A lot of partners, right? A lot of tax professionals struggle with social media, or they're probably afraid of social media, don't know where to start. We're going to give you some speakers that had zero experience with social media and been able to earn well over 6 figures, right? And able to teach social media now to their partners just by marketing their business on social media. One of the things that was really important to me to understand that, you know, obviously we can go out to tax forms, we can take our courses and we can read the 1040, verbatim, right? That's extremely important, right? But also as well too, you have to learn how to get clients, right? So now you're going to be able to apply that information. So we're going to teach you how to get clients online and offline, so you're prepared this tax season. And then business operations, running an effective business, putting tools and procedures in place to make sure that you go out and run an effective business and really learn how to do it. Because ultimately, when you have that tax education, customer service processes, marketing online, offline, and business operation, there's no way, I feel, in my opinion, there's no way you can go out and not be successful. And if you if you have those things in place.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, definitely we have a full schedule packed with not just education, but also some tools that are going to help you reach to the next level or get you where you want to be as far as marketing, social media, process, systems, customer service, and operations go. So we're gonna try and jam pack all of that in the last few hours. Of course, we are going to have opportunities for networking and that'll be all done right after class from 5 to 7. So if you haven't been to Tampa and are looking for an excuse, yeah, this is definitely an event that you would want to be at. Now, as we reach the end of our presentation today here, or our fireside chat, um, Mr. Lopez and Weston, what advice would you give these tax professionals that are looking into scaling their business in today's market?
I would. Do you mind, Weston? I'll go, and then you
You go
can
ahead.
jump right
You can go
in.
ahead.
Yeah, I would say the best thing to look forward to, and Weston mentioned, is mentorship. Look for someone you can learn from. There's a ton of people out there willing to share with you. Go to more of these meetings. Uh, go to workshops. Go to events. Go to forums. Go to the fest. Uh, there's a ton of things out there that are available to you that are reasonably priced, and you can learn a lot. You can probably learn a lot on social media, but the risk is on social media is you're not meeting people live, and meeting people live is there's just no comparison to that, and you'll make some new friends, and you'll really grow that way, in my opinion. Thank, thank you.
Weston?
Obviously, mentorship is key. And
Yeah.
that's mentorship is key. And what mentorship allows you to do in going to events is building your relationships, right? And that's what Mr. Carlos was kind of heading to, building those relationships. A lot of times, right, you want to build a team. You want to build, I always say you want to build an army when you go out there, right? You want to have service bureaus that are on your side. You want to build relationships with tax experts, EAs, and enroll agents. Every time, I go to the event, I'm looking to build relationships. I'm looking to get in those hallways. Obviously, I want the information as well too, enhance my knowledge, but I'm looking to go out and say, hey, look, how many can I build 30 relationships? Can I get 30 phone numbers? Can I have dinner? Can I have lunch with someone? Can I sit at the tables where people are doing, you're doing 500 tax returns, but you may meet someone that's doing 5,000, right? Let me pick their brain. So it's really important when you walk away. I don't know if you all would feel that way, if you all feel that way, but every time I walk away from an event, I'm extra motivated and I go out and that builds that momentum to have a great next couple of months, right? So, building that momentum and confidence as well too. Building relationships, getting that confidence that you need. So building relationships is really key to going out. When you get into these events, a lot of people sit back and they may, not speak. They may not speak sometimes. They're probably nervous a little bit. Go to the event, introduce yourself, build relationships, have those conversations, and you'll walk away like, hey, look, I'm knowledgeable. I learned some information, and I'm in a position to win. This is the event that we're having in Tampa is one of the last events, right, that we're going to have of the year. So the great thing about it, you're able to get credits here. You're going to be around successful entrepreneurs, right? You're able to get your tax education. You're around successful service bureaus, tax professionals. It's going to be an amazing event. And you're also in Tampa as well. So I don't know if I know Vicente and Mr. Carlos looked at the place online. So we're downtown Tampa, right? So you're going to be able to have a nice time. It's right around the water. The hotel is amazing, right? There you're right next to the Lightning Stadium. There's tons of restaurants down there, venues. So it's going to be kind of like a vacation as well too. So I think people are going to have a lot of fun. I know that unfortunately we don't have that many tickets left, as far as the VIP, but you know, get the VIP and the early bird special. But definitely it's going to be an amazing event. It's not going to be like that normal tax event, you know, um, not to put anything on anyone else, but down any other event. But it's going to be an amazing event, and where we had that location, it's just going to be a lot of fun. I think people are going to walk away excited, and also they're going to have a nice time as well too.
Awesome. Thank you, Weston and Mr. Lopez. Anything else you guys wanna add before we end today's transmission?
Yeah, we were watching the news the other night, and they were saying one of the best places to visit is the Tampa Bay waterfront. And there it was, man. I told everybody in the room, that's where we're gonna be, in a place that's mentioned on national news. That's
Nice.
when you know you're with the right people.
Mhm.
Nice.
It was
Awesome.
pretty awesome. It was boats out there. I know I did a FaceTime with y'all. There are boats out there, there's restaurants in the hotel. You can walk around. And you really don't need I know some people may rent a car. If you get to the hotel, you get an Uber to the hotel. You can walk right outside. It's hotels, restaurants everywhere. So it's definitely um huge. Huge event. You can go out, have a lot of fun. I know some people are staying at the hotel. Some people are staying in different areas in Tampa. But if you've never been to Tampa, you have an opportunity to see how great the place is. Like I said, we're right, the smack middle of downtown. So it's going to be some fun.
Yeah, definitely. I included the link to the website, to the landing page, both on our social media platforms and here in the Zoom chat. So if you want to check it out, you can also make travel arrangements and hotel reservations within that email. Just scroll down to the travel section, and you'll be able to make and take advantage of the discounted rates that we have there, both for Southwest and the hotel. Um,
Vicente, could we talk about the
yeah.
VIP? Now, I know some people probably have questions
Yeah,
like, what's the
I
difference
was gonna
between
bring that up
VIP
right
and
now. Yeah, I was gonna
Mhm.
say, do you want to explain that, Weston, what that entails?
So every year we'll have a VIP night where you'll be able to have the opportunity to go out and meet your speakers. And we're going to have drinks, food, be a nice time to be able to build relationships with the speakers as well too. It's a pretty awesome event. We were really excited last year. We had this amazing VIP event. Um, Myself and Mr. Carlos will be actually sharing information with you all as well too, how we insight on how we be able to grow our business. We'll be talking to you one on one and having conversations and asking you like, hey, what do you need? You can walk up and say, hey, what do I need to go out and be successful, right? If you're a service bureau, like, hey, Wes, how did you build to over 1,000 partners, right? Had the opportunity, I'll speak to you and share with you about it. Mr. Carlos is there, like, how did you build this huge educational platform that's known across the world? He'll be able to drop knowledge on and give you insight, on things that he he was able to do to become successful, things that I were able to do to become successful as well too. So it's really important. I like to be in the room, right? I like to be around people that are successful. Every time I go to an event, I'm always purchasing a front row seat because I know if I'm sitting next to a person that spent extra, right, and they're not afraid to invest in themselves, I'm going to build a great relationship, and I'm also going to get some knowledge from them as well too. So I know that I'm not sure how many VIP tickets are left, but if you want to enhance your knowledge and build relationships with solid individuals that have knowledge and um, have the proof to back it up, definitely get in that room and don't miss Friday night. I think that's going to be one of the amazing event, and you're able to build those solid relationships.
Yeah, to answer your question, Weston, not that many. So take advantage right now. Go ahead and we're going to be basically talking about something similar to this, but in more detailed information. But we don't have many tickets available for the VIP area. So definitely click on the link and reserve your spot now. Thank you, Weston, for that explanation. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for you guys to learn from um, key people in the industry and their success, and pick their brain, implement some of the stuff that they've been doing, or ask any other questions that can get you to that level. Um, but we're reaching here the end of our presentation. Any other last comments or um, anything else that you'd want to share, Weston or Mr. Lopez?
Well, I'd like to share that. Be sure to tune in next week. We're going to be here at the same time, and we're going to give you some updates on the event and some of the other things that we're doing so that we can stay up to date and you guys can stay posted with us. We want to do this more consistently. So we'll be here again next Thursday at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. So keep an eye out for our email blast. We have our schedules out there of our upcoming events. We're going to be doing quite a few more. So yeah, looking forward to connecting with everyone. Weston, any last comments before we call it a day?
Now I think we're good. I think that someone has chose the VIP only for the
Friday?
VIP event. Friday and Saturday is the VIP event, and a part of being a VIP, you get front row seating, you get a VIP badge. If you look on the site, there's um
More
some things that are
details.
included in the
Mhm.
VIP as well too. but
Yeah.
definitely the VIP is Friday plus you get in Saturday as well too, right?
Mhm.
Mhm. And I know
Awesome.
one of the things that we implemented this year for partners that went last year, and I guess you all can kind of speak on this before we end is having the C you getting CE credits, and we're having IRS speakers there this year. So
Yep.
normally at our events, we didn't you weren't able, although Latino Tax Pro was there speaking, but now you're able to get credits. How is important that getting information from the source, right? And being able to get credits when coming to the events. And I think that's a game changer this year itself, because you're able to walk away and say, hey, look, I got the knowledge that I need from the source. I got it from the IRS. I didn't get it from them. Instagram Live, from somebody that was just a tax professional, or Facebook Live, somebody that was a tax professional. I got this information from the IRS and I got credits to back it up and prove it.
Yeah, awesome. And yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in today. Saludos Hector from I believe he's sending us some saludos through Facebook. So saludos and everybody else that connected. I live from Texas. So thank you everybody. Again for tuning in today. It was a pleasure sharing screen with everybody here and transmitting this information to everybody that connected. This will be recorded so you can rewatch it if you came in late. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us, send us a direct message. We'll be more than happy to help you out. Well, thank you, Weston and Mr. Lopez, and hope everybody enjoys a great rest of your day. And we'll be tuning in next week. Thank you,
Hey,
everybody.
guys.
Bye bye.
I appreciate it. Thank you.